Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So having tested Harak extensively for the past 12 hours, we have come to the conclusion that this character turns out to be a fellow KFC enjoyer like I do, because he slays Talene and Tasi in the Arena V special map consistently, and if you do have him built up, as well as all the different units or combinations of units I mentioned later built up, then you're probably gonna break that Tasi and Talene comp really well and make the Tasi enjoyers cry really hard. So in this video we're going to talk about it, and let's start with a team showcase. So I will be sharing three different ideas or three different team types, and then talking about what are the different things you want to take note of and what are the different types of units you want to include in your team, so that you have the advantage with Harak right here, right, against the Talene Tasi comp. So Harak is a character that steams rolls really hard once he starts to kill one or two enemy. So on top of killing enemies in your team, you need to think of survival and protection for Harak, because the initial burst from Talene as well as Tasi is nothing to be scoffed at. Pardon me for that random sneeze, but ignore this because I was just playing around and testing out different stuff. So for the very first team showcase, we have one which features using Reina to give the buff onto Harak and then buff him up with a whole bunch of defensive units in your team. So right here we're gonna use Hewin instead, and then we're gonna go with Damien. And in this case, because the opponent is running a Lily May right here, so what we want to do is we want to prevent our Hewin's ultimate from being cancelled. So we use Iron in the front line. So this is team idea number one. So this Reina is to protect our dear Harak over here. So if you don't have Reina, you can also use Torrent in Reina's place as well. So this is a team without Lily May, and this will allow you to protect your Harak enough with the Reina buff or with the Torrent protection, such that he will be able to survive long enough to start rampaging through the battlefield. So let's start this battle. Okay, so Hewin wants that lightning spell because we don't have any Lily May in the team, so we are not able to cancel the ultimate from Tasi. So we need Hewin to have the lightning spell such that the ultimate go through. So this will provide that additional layer of protection for Harak for him to come online. And then once he start killing one unit, because once he start using the ultimate, that unit that he's targeting, right, is not gonna survive. He will be able to kill the unit, get the stats, become super duper tanky, and do a lot of damage. So right here, right, he jumps into the next target. So another thing that Harak has going for him that counters Tasi is when he's casting his ultimate, he's unaffected. So he will be able to sort of bypass the sleep in the event if he's using his ultimate while Tasi is casting the ultimate. Right, so if he's not using his ultimate, if he's just moving around randomly, then yes, Tasi will still be able to sleep him. But most of the time, because if you have him at the Supreme Plus tier, he will get that 700 energy to spam the ultimate. So his ultimate uptime is there once he get it online. So we're gonna do another team recommendation. Okay, just gonna find like Arena V Special, Arena 3. Yep, this one. Okay, so this is also another Talene Tasi comp here. So just now we recommended the wilder side. Now we're gonna recommend the mauler side of things, right? So mauler side, you can use Coco. You can also use Mikola. So this will give you that arena, and because your unit will be charging on the front line, Harak being a physical attacker that's melee, he will charge to the front line, and then you have a higher chance of holding on to the arena. And then you want to put Mikola here because you want Mikola to bait out the Lily May's ultimate. And I will try to not run Lily May again because Lily May will be in my last team recommendation. So right here we're going to go with Shakir. We are going to use Torrent in this case. So the idea is pretty similar. You want to protect Harak, but in this case we have, I'll say, like more buffs compared to the previous one. In this case, I'll say this will probably be a little bit better because of the fractional bonus. And if let's say your Shakir actually comes online, there is a really high chance your Shakir will buff Harak even further and also act as a semi carry for the team. So let's go. Okay, so this is without Lily May. because we got no way to cancel either of the Talene or Tasi ultimate, so we have to get a lightning spell on the Coco. So let's say if you have Lily May and your Lily May is able to cancel the Tasi's ultimate at the back line, then you might not need a lightning spell on Coco. You can use a lightning spell on Harak, you can use a lightning spell on another unit, but the reason why we are enlightening our support at the back line is because of the Tasi at the start of battle. Yeah, okay. So Harak is steamrolling once again, and then once he starts to steamroll together with Shakir with that aura, I don't think the Tasi is gonna reverse or kill us right here, unfortunately. Yeah, because once he starts to kill, he gets additional HP as well, so he becomes insanely tanky. And if you take a look at his damage output, it's just really crazy. Now, for one last team, right, I'm out of the run, so we're gonna do one last showcase for another team idea that you guys can use. So recently, I think they changed out Lily May's mechanics to always target the backmost ally. So this is if the Tasi is in the back energy tile. Yeah, so this is if, let's say, now the Tasi is right here, so we will be featuring Lily May. So we will use Lily May. Where's my Lily May? Lily May right here. So this way, Lily May will always go after the backmost unit, right? Hit the unit, and then we have a double carry. So now you can actually reposition your units like anyhow in this case, because now you are not going to be slapped by this unit at the start of battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Reina here just to give Harak that energy buff so that he can actually spam. Okay, so we will put Iron to bait out the opponent's Lily May and put Hewin on the energy tile. Okay, so let's start this battle. So this is if you're able to cancel the sleep. Oh no, cancel the Tasi. Okay, unfortunately, we canceled the wrong target, but I think it's fine because right here we have the buff on Harak. Pardon me for the mistake, but right here we have, basically you cancel one of the ultimate, right? So you cancel Tasi's ultimate or Talene's ultimate. And because you have the lightning spell on Harak with the energy tile, he will be able to come online much faster. So yeah, because if now you don't cancel either one of their ultimate, you will be hit with a lot of damage by Talene, and then you will be slapped and hit by a lot of damage by Tasi. So this is, if you are using Lily May, you can definitely use this team. It is crazy. Like, I think you probably don't need Hewin. You can use any other support for just additional heals, like Damien, for example. Okay, so right here, starting to steamroll, jumping around. The Tasi can't do much, right? Bomb, and then you just kill them off. So yeah, turns out our Shark Boy is a KFC enjoyer. So that's it. Just a simple showcase of how you can counter this omnipotent team after Tasi's release with the latest character in game. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. See you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.